afternoon. Thank you for calling the Guardian and Observer.
Hello, can I speak to the manager, please?
Yes, for what section?
Of the Guardian. I'm just because basically I spoke to a manager last week regarding Hope Not Hate losing a court case. So I rang up why wasn't it being reported. She said that it is being reported. I've left it about 5-6 days and it's still not being reported.
Right, who did you speak to?
I didn't catch her name. I just because I was speaking to someone like yourself. It wasn't you though. And then I said, look, because they kept saying I'm an admin, I don't know nothing. And then she just said, oh, this is my manager, and handed it over to a manager. So that's all the information I got really.
Right, and what was it about? What?
Well, Hope Not Hate lost in court last week to Sharon Claff. And I was ringing up asking why it hadn't been published in your paper, as it's a pretty big story. You've printed other stories of Hope Not Hate winning in court, so I just wanted to know why there seems to be an agenda and you didn't write on Hope Not Hate losing in court.
Okay, let me put it through to our reader's editor and they'll be able to answer the question.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Good day, Reader's Editor's Office.
Hello. Sorry, I did speak to a manager last week. I don't know who it was, but she told me, because I asked why hasn't the story on Hope Not Hate losing to Sharon Claff in court being reported. I spoke to an admin at first. She kept saying I'm an admin, won't get nowhere. Then a manager came on. She assured me that story was being written, but 5-6 days later, and I've still heard nothing in your newspaper about it.
So tell me again, what was the story?
Hope Not Hate went to court and lost against Sharon Claff for publishing fake news about her. They had to pay damages and apologise in court.
What's the name of the person that they went to court with?
Sharon Claff.
Sharon
Claff.
Claff. Well, you've gotten through to the Reader's Editor's Office, and what we do is we look at issues about things that have been published.
Okay, well, obviously that hasn't been published. I just want to know why hasn't it been published. Surely the British public needs to know these stories.
The news editors decide what stories.
Well, I'm not sure why I've been put through to you then, because I explained this to the woman beforehand. So is there anyone I can speak to regarding this story?
In fairness to the switchboard, I think they try their best to find somebody who might be able to answer.
Yeah, that's no worries. Is there anyone I can speak to regarding this, please?
Sorry?
Is there anybody else I can speak to then?
I don't think there is really. I mean, if the news editors have made that decision, then has the matter been covered in other?
No mainstream media is reporting on it, because this is why I'm ringing, because when Hope Not Hate win in court, it's published everywhere, because I know they have a big influence in your newspaper. They write for you, and I'm just proving a point that the newspapers now, including the Guardian, have a left-wing agenda. They're not publishing the truth. People need to know the truth.
I mean, one thing you could consider doing is you could consider writing a letter to the letters editor.
Yeah, I've sent emails. It all gets ignored.
Right.
So, I'm just... Because obviously, we see many... I'm a Tommy Robinson supporter, so he gets slandered by your newspaper. The supporters get slandered by your newspaper. It's quite disheartening to read after time, because it's fake news what's being written. And then when a fact story comes out and it doesn't get published, this is where the Guardian will lose money, because the British public are going to be losing faith in buying your newspaper if you're not telling them the truth. Do you understand?
Well, that's a viewpoint. That's a viewpoint that you have. So I see that it was covered by the Jewish Chronicle.
Yeah, because it was a Jewish lady that was. They would do it. So it's nowhere else. I have phoned other articles. The Independent hung up on me. They didn't want to know. And it's just proving a certain agenda at the moment. And I've been through the stories on the Guardian, and so it's not like they don't cover anything to do with Hope Not Hate. They've published Hope Not Hate winning in court. So the British public don't even know how many times Hope Not Hate has been to court and lost. We don't know, because nobody seems to be telling us. But I found out this information myself, and for a friend who's friends with Sharon Clough.
I think there's probably quite a lot about it on Twitter, isn't there?
I don't know. I just think the Guardian have a duty to tell the truth to the public.
Sharon Clough has on her Twitter feed.
Yeah, it's coming from individuals that were involved in it. It is out there if you look, but why isn't it not in mainstream media?
That our organisation decides what it publishes, and it has the right to make those decisions. Those are editorial decisions.
Of course, but it's just coming very biased because they report on it when they win a case, and then when they lose a case, nothing gets said. And the manager I spoke to last week assured me that this story is currently being written. It's been 5 days and nothing's come out. So I've been lied to a manager.
Did you get a name for the person that you spoke with?
No, I don't. I'm not really. Well, maybe I should have.
Useful though. If somebody gives you that assurance, isn't it useful to find out the name?
I didn't know there was going to be several different managers in the office. I just thought it was an office that has a manager in there.
There are about 1,000 people in this office, in this building.
Well, you live and learn by mistakes, but is there a manager I can speak to regarding this story?
I can put you through to the news desk.
Okay, put me through to them.
Yeah, just one moment. And your name is?
Chris.
Chris.
Thank you.
Okay, and your surname?
I don't wish to reveal my surname.
Okay, all right.
I'm a Tommy Robinson supporter. I don't trust a lot of things that's going on right now.
I see. I understand. All right then. Just one moment. I'll put you through to. I'll ask Switchboard to send you direct you through to the news desk.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, just one moment.
Trying to get my surname. Come on. Probably discussing the story right now. Tommy Robinson fan on the phone. Oh. So I was just speaking to someone. I spoke to I don't know the name, so I apologise. I spoke to a manager last week in your offices that assured me that there is a story being written right now, which was about 5-6 days ago, about Hope Not Hate losing in court to Sharon Clough. That story is still not been published, and I would like to know why.
Okay, Hope Not Hate. So you don't remember who you spoke to or what department?
No, well, it was through one of these departments. I don't know the name, but it was a manager that I spoke to, an admin who kept saying, "I'm an admin, I don't know nothing," avoiding any questions. Then her manager came through and assured me there was a guy called Owen, maybe, was writing the story on it, and 5-6 days ago that was, and I'm seeing nothing in any mainstream media, and I just want to know why, because.
Okay. Sorry, it's just because I wasn't here last week. So Hope Not Hate, so it's not, you said it's to do with the trial case?
Yeah, they lost in court to Sharon Clough.
Lost in court article. Can I take your name and number? Because rather than keeping you on hold and me asking around, I can just give you a call back and see what's been going on or who spoke to you last week and see where we can go with that.
But is there no one I can just speak to now? I'd rather not give out my name and number, to be honest, because I don't trust it.
I don't want to waste your time by just putting you through to someone completely random, is the only thing I need to...
But are you a journalist?
No, I'm not a journalist, no. We get lots of calls as an admin team, so I have to figure out who you spoke to last week and who they said would be the person that they had spoken to or tried to sort of get a confirmation on this being written about. So that's why, I mean, any name and number you leave with me will be kept confidential between me and you. But or I can keep you on hold. It just might take some time because obviously I need to go and ask around who was editing last week and who was on last week to see what had been said.
Okay, yeah, I'll hold.
Okay.
Alright, thank you. Right, I'm gonna just pause this and then Hopefully I get to speak to someone soon. I just want to add, the reason why I don't ask for names is because I think that's the only way these people can get me done. Say if I got a name and then a lot of people abuse that name, then they can get me done because I recorded the phone call and caused them distress and potential harm to their life. So that is why I do not ask for the names, because I'm recording it. Obviously, if it's anything else, normally if it's not recorded, then I'd normally ask for names. So that's why I don't ask for names. But I can't tell her that.
And it seems like this might not necessarily be the department that you might have spoken to. However, could you leave me the details of this trial that happened last week? One of our reporters might be interested in looking into it anyway. Whether they'll write about it, I don't know, and I can't promise that. I don't know who assured you from any other admin department that can guarantee that. But what I can then suggest is then put you through to our readers editor who take in sort of complaints.
Yeah, I have spoken to them. They put me through to you. I'm getting nowhere with this. I mean, I don't understand how no journalist, like this journalist, is asking me, a non-journalist, for the story. He should know this himself. Hope Not Hate. You cover Hope Not Hate winning court cases.
Last week.
Yeah, he lost to Sharon Clough. It's been reported now. The Jewish Chronicle has done a piece on it. If you're that interested.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But do you understand the frustrations? Because I'm a Tommy Robinson fan. You slander our name. You slander his name. We get called far right, racist, and we're not. We just care for our country. And then Hope Not Hate has won many court cases, and it's always published in your paper. But the moment they lose, it's nowhere to be seen. So it just looks like you're showing left-wing agenda.
Okay. So who did you say was lost against Sharon?
Sharon Clough. It's in the Jewish Chronicle, the news story. Or you can go on tr.news.
tr.news, yeah.
Yeah, so you'll find a lot of good stuff on tr.news. There's a lot of truth in there.
Great. What I will do is I'll definitely pass on to the team here that you've come through to. If you want, I can put you back through to the readers editor, but
it's fine. I've spoke to them. They know the story.
Whether they'll publish it, I can't guarantee that.
They ain't going to publish it because it's against their agenda. I know they're not going to publish it. I've been promised they're going to publish it 5 days ago. It hasn't been published. They're going to look into it. It's going to look very bad on Hope Not Hate, so they're not going to publish it. I will ring back in another 4 days to.
Okay, well, like I say, I'm not promising, so I don't think readers are just promising. None of us are promising that it will be published.
It won't be, I know it won't be published. I'm just proving the point. That's why I'm ringing, because I've rang up twice now to talk about this story. It's not being published. It's a big story. They claim to be successful. You report on stories they have won, but when they lose, you don't report it. It's biased news.
Well, I'll make that known to the team here.
Okay, so just the British public need to know the truth, so.
I'll pass that on.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Bye.
Bye. Well, there you go, guys. Promised last week, as you heard the call, passed around like a bloody kipper. I can't promise. Of course, it's not going to get published. We know it's not going to get published. It's just to prove a point of your agenda, your left-wing nonsense. I'll see how I feel in a few days. We know it's not going to get published, but I might ring him up in a couple of days. See how I feel. But also, well done to Avi for ringing the Star. I did ring him yesterday, but I meant to ring him tonight. I might ring him in a bit. But yeah, guys, have a blessed day and enjoy the sunshine. Peace out.